Well, Professor Clare Mills from the UK, welcome to SPN. You should be welcome us because this is your part of the world. And I understand you'll be participating in a symposium about cow milk allergy. And I was very drawn to your lecture, which is called "Are All Hydrolysates the Same?" Because every major clinical society agrees on that extensively hydrolysated forms are the first option for the management of infants with cow milk allergy. But the question remains: Are all hydrolysates the same? What do you think?
Yes, very interesting question. So my talk relates to some research that we've been doing, actually characterising what's in the extensively hydrolyzed formula, so how big are the residual proteins and peptides. What I can say is that not all of the products that carry that term, extensively hydrolyzed formula, have the same profile. Some of them have very few peptides, very small ones, and we have others that almost resemble a partially hydrolyzed formula, which would not be considered suitable for cow's milk protein allergic infants. So they are very different, and there is a wide spectrum.
And we expect you to present all these differences that you have studied from a biochemical point of view.
Yes.
Exactly?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll be there just to understand, because for us clinicians, the question remains, the clinical output is always good, tends to be good most of the time. But I think those small differences are important to know and to understand how they work and of the composition.
And there are reports in the literature of infants given extensively hydrolyzed formula who, if they're very sensitive or whatever, are having reactions. That's obviously a problem. And it might be that if they need the right EHF, the one that really has been very extensively hydrolyzed, might be more suitable for them than these ones that perhaps have been less hydrolyzed.
Maybe I'm thinking ahead of your talk. I'll be there for your lecture, but do you think the source of the protein has to do something with this?
I don't think it's the source. I think it's the manufacturing process.
Very good.
It will be down to the enzymes and all the other types of process that are used, including because most of them employ a filtration step to remove any residual large bits of protein. And it may be to do with the way you manage all of that process.
Well, there you go. We'll be there to watch you and your lecture just a couple minutes later on.
Right.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.